Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter with Frank the Bank and Keith K. Lava. You know the answer. Talking sports, breaking down the play so raw. From the Celtics to the Sox, we giving you the score. Catch the vibe, we coming live. Filling up your feed, let the passion thrive. Every dunk, every run, we analyze the moves. Shout out to the fans, feel the rhythm and grooves. From Gillette to the Garden, we ain't missing a beat. Frank and K. Lava bring the fire, can't accept defeat.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Boston's Banter, where the sports are wicked and the banter is Pissah. I'm your host, Frank the Bank. With me, as always, is Keith K. Lava Lacava. Keith, yo, bro, we got a show to do, man.
Yo, sorry, Frankie.
Tired, bro.
Sorry, brother. You're not getting much sleep since the baby came last Wednesday.
Yep. Give you an applause for that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
She's a beautiful
Here's
girl, man.
Here's a picture of her, man. In love, man. Absolutely in love.
Yeah, she's beautiful, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother,
Congrats, Steph.
Appreciate you, bro. And appreciate those onesies from you and your mom, bro.
It's all good, brother. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it. So, what's going on, bro, Lando Bloom?
Yeah, not much, Bromeo Cronell.
Cronell, I like that. All right.
Yes, sir.
So what? We're on episode 4 of season 2 today. So why don't we just jump right into the Wicked Pissah News?
Let's get it poppin', Frankie. Wicked Pissah News. We're going to jump right into the Celtics
I like
Summer
this.
League.
I know.
So the Celtics played 3 games in the Summer League so far. They're 2-1 in those 3 games, and we're going to break it down real quick. So for their first game in the Summer League, the Celtics beat the Grizzlies 92-78, and Jordan Walsh led the way with 17 points. Yeah. And then first round rookie we've been talking about, Hugo Gonzalez, he actually tied most minutes played with 28, and he scored 12 points on 3 of 5 shooting from 3.
He looks good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. He was looking
Still
very
the draft.
good.
That's a couple people said that, so I like it.
He's got some pro experience, like we talked about being 19 years old, playing for Real Madrid too. So glad we have him. Followed by a 94-81 win over the punk Knicks in game 2 of the Summer League. You know, love seeing us beat them, even though it's Summer League, man.
Summer League.
You know, no bragging rights, but still, we like seeing us beat the Knicks. And then on Monday evening, they lost 196 to the Heat. Hugo was back in this one. He didn't play in the game against the Knicks, playing again 27 minutes, only recording 10 points. Yeah. But our boy Jordan Walsh got ejected after 10 minutes. But the thing was, even in those 10 minutes, he had 13 points of 5 of 8 shooting, man. He was looking really good.
Yeah, he's playing good. So.
And then last year's first-round pick, Baylor Shireman, he led the way with 19 points in that game. So, you know, the young guys are looking good. Let's see how they do, you know, through the Summer League and everything. Let's see who gets some minutes in the regular season.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the only other NBA stuff I saw was Devin Booker. I don't know if you saw that. 2 years, $145 million extension. So it's the largest annual contract in NBA history.
I actually didn't see that. I'm surprised I didn't see that.
$72.5 million a year for 2 years extension. So that's he's now the highest paid annual contract in NBA right now.
They just lost Kevin Durant, so man, they're trying to lock him down to keep one of the shooters on their team.
I mean, it's still only a 2-year extension. I think he's got 3 total left, but it was an insane amount of money for a 2-year extension. So
I agree.
$145
but hey, well deserved to him.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. Let's jump into the Red Sox. They've been playing good.
Yes, sir, dude. Absolutely. Since our last show, man. Come on, man. We're in the wild card right now. We're in 3rd place, about to be in 2nd. We're tied with the Yankees for 53 wins and everything.
We're only a few games back of the Blue Jays. All of a sudden jumped into 1st.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a crazy amount of games. So
so what was their record since the last show, Frankie?
Since the last show, they're 11-1, but they've won 10 straight games, since 2018 when we won the World Series. That's their longest win streak since then. So I thought that was good in the last 8 years. That's really cool.
Dude, love seeing that, man. Yeah. But like we were talking about this past week, there was a lot of wins, but I want to bring up this one win in particular. So this past Friday, the new Rafaela secured us a win in a close game versus the Rays. And actually, we got a clip I want to bring up real quick.
Gotta show that.
Swing and a drive! Oh! He killed it! And it's out of here! It's gone! St. Don does it! The Sox win it! They walk it off against Tampa Bay! Are you kidding me? That is the sound of 8 straight at Fenway!
So, Frankie, a 2-run, 406-foot walk-off homer cracked right over the monster to get us the win and keep the win streak alive. And, Frankie, we got Alex Bregman, who came back and returned to the lineup this past Friday. Let's hope the Sox keep it rolling after All-Star break. And, Frankie, speaking of Bregman in the All-Star break, we got 3 first-year Red Sox that were named to the All-Star teams. Like I just said, third baseman Alex Bregman, starting pitcher Garrett Crochet, and closer Aroldis Chapman.
I mean, I'm surprised Bregman made it because he missed so much time, but the kid's nasty. He obviously, when he plays, he's an all-star all the time.
I mean, yeah, bro.
It's kind of, you see, we're on a hot streak, but then now we have a break. I kind of hate that.
I hate
Don't
that,
you hate that? Like,
I was talking to my dad about that.
We're playing the best ball all year we've played, and in 8 years, pretty much, 10 straight, 12 or 13, and now we're on a break. It's like, Hopefully it doesn't have that all-star lag.
No.
And I also read that, and this is an unfortunate thing, is that right now, from after the All-Star break, the Red Sox have the toughest strength of schedule left in the MLB. So based on the team's winning percentage that we're playing. So again, hopefully that, isn't a bad thing. Hopefully we just go on another tear and get in the playoffs and do what we're supposed to do. I mean,
figures.
I mean, the new Rafi's been killing it in the last 13
Yes, he
games.
has.
Crochet got his first career complete game, and it was a shutout. So I mean, it was like they're playing great ball right now. So hopefully, this break doesn't kill it.
They just got to keep it rolling, brother. That's all, man. Keep it rolling. Let's go, Sox.
Yeah, they're killing it. Some other baseball news. Shohei Ohtani, we always talk about him.
Oh, yeah.
Third player in MLB history with 60 or more RBIs and 90 or more runs scored prior to the All-Star break. Third time that's ever happened. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
Terry Francona, Tito, our old coach.
Our last loss was against the Reds.
Right. So 13th manager in MLB history to reach 2,000 wins.
Congrats to him. I'm going to give him one of these.
Yeah, you got to. Tito's the man. So that was awesome. And then Aaron Judge, we always talked about this, and we already knew this was happening. Fastest player to 350 home runs in MLB history. And it's by more than a full season of play. It's by 192 games faster
he's missed,
than the number 2 guy,
games.
which is, do you remember? We talked about it last year when it was 300.
Yes, we did. Give me a second.
You know it.
Shohei Ohtani.
No, Mark McGwire.
I
don't think Ohtani's got 300 yet. But
man, we all know why Mark McGwire was getting those.
Oh yeah. So Judge just reached that milestone. 192 games faster to hit his 350th home run. So 1,088 games, he got 350 home runs.
That's awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah, I hate the Yankees, man, but you also got to give credit to Aaron Judge. That dude's a beast.
Absolutely. So,
yes, sir.
That's all I got for baseball stuff. What else you got for me?
All right, Frankie, let's get into some NFL news,
I
brother.
like this.
All right, Frankie, so pretty interesting right here.
Yeah.
We brought up this story a few shows ago, so let's bring it up real quick again. So former NFL running back Adrian Peterson, he actually signed a celebrity boxing deal to fight poker rival Baby Joe Castaneda. That was the name of the guy. I guess, yeah. And you know what's funny, Frankie? So we thought it was just a random guy AP was fighting.
Yeah.
I guess they actually know each other pretty well. I guess after the fight, AP was talking about, he regretted that it happened, but it was almost like a brother thing. Like, they threw hands and everything, and then it was squashed right after.
That happens sometimes. I mean, it's unfortunate when you get in a fight with a friend and then you got to make up, but that's crazy.
Right. So apparently Castaneda signed his deal for the fight earlier this week, and AP better do better this boxing match because his last one versus former NFL running back Le'Veon Bell ended in AP getting knocked out.
You got knocked the out.
But yeah, bro, so that's
crazy.
That's going to be interesting to see, man.
So if me and you just got in a little boxing match right here, we could sign a deal and then make some millions of dollars maybe?
Yeah, bro, I wish.
Celebrity boxing.
I'm about to pick a fight with Adrian Peterson next time I see him.
Anytime you see a celebrity, you know what I mean? That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is.
I say what's his name? Baby
Joe Castaneda.
Castaneda actually held his own against AP,
yes,
too.
Yes, he did. His name's Baby Joe.
Baby Joe. I got my money on Baby Joe.
Let's go.
It's probably plus 2,000 or something crazy.
Right, man. I got to check that fight out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Frankie. But we got 2 more pieces of NFL running back news, so we're going to break it down. So, Chargers running back Najee Harris suffered an apparent eye injury after a fireworks mishap at a July 4th event. His agent, Doug Hendrickson, said the injury was superficial and that Harris is expected to be ready for the upcoming season. And I guess a few people got hurt from this incident, Frankie. One person was even hospitalized after he lost a few fingers in the accident. But, dude, Harris is lucky he wasn't more hurt. The guy is expected to play a key role in the Chargers' revamped rushing attack alongside first-round rookie Omarion Hampton, who the Chargers would have to lean on heavily if Harris were to miss any time. But he looks ready to go and everything. But at the end of the day, dude, you still got to be careful with these fireworks, bro.
I'm saying we lost a 70-year-old man in Wareham.
God rest his soul, man. That was horrible to see.
It's unbelievable.
And prayers to the family.
Yeah, exploded in his face. It's crazy. And then you read about this, and it's like, it's not the first time an NFL player got hurt.
Pierre-Paul.
I was just going to say, Pierre-Paul. But the... just missed his eye. He could have lost an eye.
Dude.
You know what I mean? He lost his life, like the gentleman here in Wareham. It was so sad to hear.
Definitely got to be careful, man. And, I'm sure I get it, man. It's the festivities and all that. But the thing with him, too, is, man, this guy just signed a big deal with the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers are actually, they haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since Melvin Gordon in 2017. And Harris rushed for 1,000+ in each of his first 4 seasons with the Steelers. So they're going to be leaning on him heavily to help out that rushing attack. Because, like I said, they haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher in that long, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And absolutely, and you need your eyes for that.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Frankie, for the running back news, another Browns rookie acting like a complete dumb. Let's bring this up. So this one was significantly worse than what Shedeur Sanders did. Second-round rookie running back Quinshon Judkins was arrested on domestic violence and battery charges in Florida early Saturday morning, where he actually stayed till Sunday night. Judkins was looking to be the apparent heir to Nick Chubb, who left for the Texans this offseason. This is the second straight offseason a second-round pick for the Browns has been arrested for domestic violence charges. Isn't that crazy, bro?
The whole story is nuts. I mean, supposedly he hit the girl in the face with a closed fist.
Yep.
Then something with her arm, and then hit her in the leg or something. But then the girl that this happened to stayed with him for another 5 days before reporting it to police.
I remember I actually did hear something like that. It's kind of sketchy.
It's the whole thing is crazy, but I mean, obviously, you never condone it. You can't do that regardless, whether if it's true or not. But if something happens, it makes you wonder why you waited 5 days and stayed with this person. And
right.
Then, you know what I mean? So that makes you wonder if hopefully it's not like some sort of extortion attempt or something like that.
Yeah, we've seen that with Jabril Peppers and all these other guys.
Before,
right, yeah.
But at the end of the day, this kid needs to make better choices of who he's with, and obviously if he's hitting people and women, that can't absolutely not be doing that.
So. Well, bro, like I said, this is the second straight offseason. A second-round pick for the Browns has been arrested for a domestic violence charge. Last year, it was defensive tackle Mike Hall. Yeah. Dude, the Browns, they really know how to draft him, apparently, Frankie. Dude, and think about it, too. I mean, if this sticks and something happens with him, fourth-round rookie running back Dylan Sampson, his stock's going to be rising. But get this, too. The guy hasn't even signed his rookie contract yet, and he was holding out for more guaranteed money. You ain't getting it now?
It's crazy, that the whole thing. And then they have Deshaun Watson, who they brought in, and it's like that whole issues with him. It's like, I mean, they're obviously a very forgiving organization. I mean, Ray Rice is a free agent if you want to sign him,
Justin
too.
Tucker's a free agent, too.
You got them all out there. Just bring them all on your team. That's fine.
Yes, sir, Frankie.
It's crazy. So.
And then lastly, for some NFL news, we got a notable retirement here, and a guy we're not really a fan of.
Nah, guy's an idiot. This guy's even dumber.
So 5-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh to retire after 13 seasons in the NFL. Surprised he lasted that long with all the stuff he did.
Crazy.
So he was a first-round, second overall pick out of Nebraska in the 2010 NFL draft to the Lions. He also played for the Dolphins, Rams, Bucks, and Eagles. In addition to being a 5-time Pro Bowler, the guy was an NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2010, 3-time first-team All-Pro. He was named to the NFL's 2010s All-Decades team, and he won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady in the Bucks in Super Bowl 55 over the Chiefs. And Frankie, he last played for the Eagles in 2022, and he almost earned a second straight Super Bowl win versus Kansas City, and was a free agent since, and decided to call it a career and hang it up and everything. But Frankie, I'm gonna bring up back when he was a member of the Lions. There's some clips of him against the Packers here.
Yeah.
You see him here stepping on Aaron Rodgers.
He's always stomping on people. This guy.
Here's the next one of him kicking a guy, an offensive lineman for the Packers, and then we're gonna go over to a game against the Texans where he kicked our boy Matt Schaub in a very sensitive area.
Always trying to get people while they're already down too. It's that's just dirtball play right there. I'm sorry, he's a dirtbag.
Yeah, man, he definitely, they call him a dirty player. There was actually a highlight tape of all his dirty plays on YouTube.
It's probably a half an hour long.
Right. Yeah, actually, I think it was like 15 to 20 minutes.
Probably.
But I'm going to bring up his stats real quick for his career. So he finished his career with 600 total tackles, 71.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 9 fumble recoveries, 1 INT, and he had 3 defensive touchdowns.
He was a good player, except excited for that crap that he pulled all the time.
Doing those
he was a great player.
Stomping on people, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Frankie, that's all we got for Wicked Piss News, brother.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
So that's all we got for the Wicked Pissah News. No Foxborough focus this week. We got a fun live round. We're going to do our predictions for NFL season leaders. So why don't we jump right into the passing yards first? So who you got at QB?
So, Frankie, actually, the person that I get for the passing yards is going to be for the passing touchdowns. And I'm taking quarterback Baker Mayfield.
I have him on one of them.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll say that. Go ahead.
Alrighty, so a lot of people could easily say last year's leader, Joe Burrow.
That's who I said.
Who led the NFL with 4,918 yards, nearly 300 more than the second-place leader, Jared Goff. Baker was actually third with 4,500 even.
Yeah, he was there.
So Baker and the Bucs, they have an arsenal of really good wide receivers with 1,000-yard receiver Mike Evans, Chris Godwin coming back from an injury on a new deal. Yep. Last year's rookie who had 8 touchdowns, Jalen McMillan, and first-round rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. Yeah. And even running backs Bucky Urban and Rashad White each had 40-plus. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Each had 40-plus receptions and both had 390-plus receiving yards.
Sick.
I think they were like 2 yards within each other.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I'll take Baker as the passing yard leader. Frankie, who you got?
That's
Joe
funny.
Burrow?
So I got Burrow still this year. I mean, they obviously got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I mean, what else do you need to say? Chase Brown, who was phenomenal.
He's dynamic.
The second half of the season, he catches really well, too. So I'm still taking Burrow. And one of the reasons, too, is that I feel like their defense is not very good. Trey Hendrickson's still not extended. So they're going to be playing from behind a lot. Yep. But I do have, for the passing touchdowns, Baker Mayfield.
Yes, sir. Same here.
As you. So for all the reasons you just said, they have one of the best arsenals. They have 2 great catching backs. I do think Bucky will get some more rushing yards. So I do feel like that's why, again, I don't think they'll be playing from behind as much as Cincy.
Right.
So that's kind of why I swapped that. But I do feel like Baker's going to throw a lot of touchdowns again. And that's what I have there. And I know you have Baker on both. So that's great.
Bro. Baker was actually tied for second with 41 touchdowns behind Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson also had 41 touchdowns. Yep. And I like the Bucs' overall offense better than the Bengals in terms of wide receiver depth. Like we talked about, obviously Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are great. But then after them, you got Andre Yoshivas, who can be good at times and everything. But after him, dude, you really don't got a lot of notable guys. Jermaine Burton seems to be missing a lot of time. But like I said, with the guys I named, I get it. Chris Godwin is coming off injury. But Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka, Jalen McMillan had 8 touchdowns last year. And even Cade Otton gets a lot of looks,
a good
dude.
player.
So that's what I'm saying, bro.
I like it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying with that.
So I like that. Why don't we jump into running backs? Who do you got for the rushing yards?
I'm going to be taking Bijan Robinson, bro.
I like that pick.
So finished third last year in rushing yards with 1,456. I traded him in fantasy to you, man.
Yeah.
My team
He
started
started
going
off
downhill.
so slow.
He did, man. He really. Him
started
and
off
Tyler
so
Algier
slow.
were almost like a 1-2 punch. It was pissing me off.
I do
man.
expect Bijan to get a lot more than
Oh,
Algier
dude.
this year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The new offensive scheme with quarterback Michael Penix at the helm could see the Falcons lean heavily on Robinson to establish the run and take pressure off Penix, giving him more rush attempts, which I hope he gets, man. Obviously, at the beginning of last year, it seemed like I was saying he was in a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
The Falcons have a good offensive line and a favorable schedule in terms of his matchups for running backs. They got the Panthers, Commanders, Dolphins, and Colts, who all have horrible run defenses. I could see him easily becoming the rush yards leader, especially under new offensive coordinator Zach Robinson. The expectations in his offense for Bijan are to have a breakout season and lead the NFL in rushing yards.
Yeah, I like that pick. I actually have him for my rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
I don't have him for the yards. I mean, last year there was 2 guys that had almost 500 more yards than Bijan, who was in third. 500 more yards.
I already know who you're going to say.
I'm not going to go Barkley because Barkley did it last year. I'm going to take Derrick Henry.
I had a feeling you were going to say
It's got to be
Derrick
one of
Henry.
the two in my mind. I mean, they have nobody behind them to steal. Like Algier's got way more carries than I thought he should. Algier's not a bad running back. He had 1,000 yards
His
the first
rookie year.
So he's still going to play. I mean, who is the backup for Saquon? You know what I mean? Gainwell's not even there anymore. Like,
Will Shipley. Oh, AJ Dillon's there, but he ain't going to be. Yeah, he ain't
again, he's on pup, I think, right now. And then you got
is.
Derrick Henry. Again, not much behind him either. So it's like, to me, I think it's going to be one of those two. I'm going to go Derrick Henry because it's so hard to do it 2 years in a row.
I actually like that pick because actually Adam Sandler reached out to Derrick Henry. You know, that's Derrick Henry's favorite actor. And he said if he gets 2,000 plus yards, he's going to put him in the new Waterboy movie.
Yeah, so that's funny. So for rushing touchdowns, I actually have Bijan Robinson. He was only 2 behind the people that were tied at the top, which was Derrick Henry and Jahmyr Gibbs, I believe, were the 2 rushing touchdown people last year, the leaders last year. So I actually have Bijan for all the reasons you said. I think Penix is going to drop it down to him. He should play more. They have a very dynamic offense. And again, he was only 2 behind them in rushing touchdowns last year.
No, that's definitely a good pick. Frankie, I'm going to be taking a rookie here. I'm going to be taking running back Ashton Jeanty to lead the league in rushing touchdowns.
That'd be good.
It's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm going to break it down real quick. So the Raiders have high expectations for this kid, obviously. You know, taking him with the 6th overall pick in the NFL draft this past year. He's expected to be a workhorse in new Raiders OC Chip Kelly's offense, known for utilizing dynamic running backs.
Yeah.
There's limited competition within the Raiders backfield to challenge him for carries, especially in the red zone, other than maybe Raheem Mostert, but he was even getting banged up, and his age is getting up there too. The kid has the speed and acceleration and can score from anywhere on the field. We've seen it at Boise State and everything. And with his ability to find holes and break tackles, man, I really think he could lead the league in rushing touchdowns as a rookie. I mean, he's not going to have 29 touchdowns like he had with Boise State, but I really think they're going to lean heavily on this kid, especially with...
I mean, he's going to play a ton. I feel like they're going to be playing from behind. He's going to catch some balls, too. I don't know if they'll be all rushing touchdowns,
well,
but
the thing is, they don't got a lot to throw to over there than Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers, too.
They got to run the ball, and he's going to be a good player, but there's no way they're not playing from behind for a lot of games, I feel like, this year.
Come on, give Geno Smith some credit.
I'm not giving him no credit.
Not the same, bro.
Nah, it's whatever. They're going to be much better than they were last year.
Yeah.
Genty is
They got some weapons.
a dynamic player. That'd be awesome if he led the league. That'd be sick.
Well, but like I'm saying, man, I think they can lean heavily on him. But like you said, yeah, they look like they could be playing from behind. But like I said, Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers are your only notable pass catchers on on the receiving core.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. What do we got for? Let's go into the receiving yards next. So who do you got for receiving yards?
I'm going to be taking Justin Jefferson here, man, a notable guy there. So if you can be second in the league in receiving yards with Sam Darnold at the helm, that speaks volumes, Frankie. And it's a testament to why I think he can lead the league this year in receiving yards, even with new quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who will look his way to help his development, I think, especially when you got a guy like him.
J.J. is nasty. one of the best talents in the league. So
Not only that, Jordan Addison's looking at a 3-game suspension for that DUI from last year I just saw.
Yeah.
So think about it. Without having Jordan Addison there, you're going to be leaning heavily on Justin Jefferson. And Frankie, his 7,432 receiving yards are the most ever for a player through their first 5 seasons, and especially being in a pass-heavy offense under head coach Kevin O'Connell. Yeah, JJ's getting close to 2K this year. Watch.
I'm sure he will be up there. I'm just taking Jamar Chase because it's the easiest thing to do. I already said Joe Burrow's going to lead the league in passing yards, and he's going to throw to this guy unless he gets hurt. So
I could see it.
I mean, he led it last year, and so I have 2 people that are going back to back. I know it's hard to do, but Jamar's been an animal.
He had the triple crown last year.
I know.
Really
So
good point.
I got to go to Jamar. So
yes, sir, Frankie.
what about receiving touchdowns? Who do you got?
So again, man, I'm kind of going to go with a stretch here. I'm going to go with wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, he's going to have a great year, though.
So
he really is.
The guy set the Jags rookie receiving touchdown record with 10 last year. Mind you, that was with 3 quarterbacks thrown to him. We had Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, and then I forget the other guy they had going, and there was a third stringer that played too. He also had 18 receptions of 20-plus yards last year, and they were constantly looking for him down the field. And Frankie, other than Travis Hunter, not too much depth there with the Jags wide receivers, so I see him getting more targets down the field and in the red zone. And the Jags have the 6th easiest schedule going into this year, which helps his case even more. And at 6'3", the guy can fly, Frankie. We always talk about Madden speed ratings and how they slight players on that stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a 96 speed rating at that size in Madden, and in reality, the guy ran a 4.33 40-yard dash. So
He's an animal. The last 5 weeks of the season went nutty.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Josh has a great keeper in him late too. I think he got him like
Joey,
10, 12.
my cousin Joey in our league has him as a keeper.
And then in my league, Josh got him. It's gonna be. He's a great keeper to have.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's good. I'm actually just going Jamar Chase again. I mean, he had 17 touchdowns last year. That's almost one a game. Well, it is one a game because you have a bye week.
Yeah, right.
Technically.
Right.
So every week, on average, you're scoring a touchdown. The second place wide receiver had 13. Do you know who it was?
Second place wide receiver that had 13 last year. That was, give me a second. Was it Mike Evans?
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. Our
had
guy.
13.
Our
Yeah.
guy.
So he's had 4 more than anybody else last year. Again, I just feel like they're going to be playing from behind. Joe Burrow is always looking for this dude. He could have 200 yards in one game, 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 3. It doesn't matter. The kid's unbelievable.
Right.
And I like that he has T. Higgins, who's also a very good receiver.
On a new deal, too. More motivated, too.
So he's taken away double coverage a lot of the time away from Jamar. So
you can't leave him alone.
You can't leave them both. You can't cover them both.
Right,
So it's like
absolutely.
having 2 really good receivers helps that number 1 receiver get even better.
Dude, I'll never forget one Thursday night football game. TJ played against Mike Whitney, had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Yes.
And TJ was already losing by 100 plus
Oh, it
because
was
they went
insane.
off. Jamar Chase had 55 points. So I like that one, Frankie.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yes, sir.
Why don't we jump into defensive side of the ball? Why don't we go with sacks? What you got for sacks?
So, Frankie, I'm going to take last year's NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse from the
like that.
Rams.
I like that.
So, like I just said, the Defensive Rookie of the Year from last year, totaling 66 total tackles and only 4.5 sacks. So, those sack numbers don't look big, but a lot anticipate a strong sophomore season from Verse. He had strong pressure numbers that indicate the ability he has to generate more sack opportunities. His pass rush grade was also among the league's best, tying 6th with TJ Watt. And Verse himself even recognized the need to improve his finishing ability.
Yeah.
He said he left 10 sacks on the field from getting the pressure, but then not.
I like that kid. I predicted him to win the defensive player of the year, and he did. And it's like that kid's nasty. So that's a great pick.
But then, mind you, to start the year, he has a lot of favorable matchups on the O-line. Week 1 at home, he's playing the Texans offensive line. And then at week 2 versus a rookie quarterback in Cam Ward and the Titans. So I think right there he could start the year with 4 sacks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I mean? Who you got, Frankie?
I'm just going Myles Garrett. I mean, just signed the big contract. Obviously, there's no more, trade me rumors. There's no more I need an extension. None of that. He still had 14 sacks last year.
Yeah.
He's, got the new deal. He's got to have to show that he's worth it. So, I mean, why not? He's always in the top 2 or 3 anyway. So I'm just going Myles Garrett.
That's a good pick, Frankie.
Yeah, why don't we jump over to the other side, the back end of the defense. Why don't we go into interceptions? Who do you got for interceptions this year?
Frankie, I'm going to be taking safety Jesse Bates from the Falcons.
Bates, okay, that's a good
Not
pick.
a lot of people would guess that, but I'm going to break down why I think so. So the Falcons have the 4th easiest schedule. I'm going to start there. And he's been a proven ball hawk and has 24 INTs since entering the league in 2018, which ranks 5th amongst players in that span. And in 2 seasons in Atlanta, he has 10 interceptions for last year, tied for 5th in the league amongst a bunch of defensive backs. His intelligence and ability ability to break and make plays on the football, along with the Falcons' improved pass rush, adding rookies Jalen Walker out of Georgia and James Pierce Jr., along with veterans Leonard Floyd and David Onyemata, are a good combo.
Yeah.
Opposing quarterbacks will likely be forced into quicker throws with all those guys, especially on the pass rush, and make risky decisions down the field, where we see a lot of times the safeties make a lot of interceptions as league leaders. This past year, we saw Kirby Joseph for the Lions. He was a league leader.
He was.
And then Xavier McKinney, I think, was second. 2 of the last 3 seasons, the safety has led the league in picks.
That's awesome. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, bro. So I really could see it, him leading the league this year.
I like that. I'm going C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So
I like that. Actually, I almost said
he was
him,
third
too.
in the league last year on Philly. He got obviously traded to the Texans. The Texans go after the ball. They had 2 guys in the top 10 last year in interceptions. So between Bullock and Stinley Jr. So I feel like that he's just going to fit in there. He was already third in the league last year. He's on a team that, again, they want you to throw the ball. So I feel like he fits in really well there, and they get the ball. They had 2 guys in the top 10 in picks last year, so Stingley Jr. and Bullock. So I feel like that's a great fit for him. So that's where I'm going with the league leader for
I could honestly see that, Frankie. A lot of good picks we got there, brother.
Awesome, man. Good
Yes,
job.
sir. You too.
So yeah, that was a great lava round. Thank you everybody again for tuning in. Another great week. Make sure you like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Share it. Thank you. And
Yes, sir. Glad to be back, man.
I know. Congratulations again, you and
brother.
Steph. Appreciate that. So before we get out of here, though, there's a few things I want to say.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Well, if you'd let him...
What are you waiting for?
Frankie, what is it this week, man?
I'm not entirely sure, really. Honestly, I don't know what this is. So
I guess we're getting a little hint over here.
what in the? Hey,
I know what you did last summer. Oh, Frankie, break it down for me.
the new movie. I know what you did last summer. It's not a new movie, but it's a remake, kind of a. Actually, it's almost like a sequel because some of the original cast is in it.
Freddie
Jennifer
Prinze
Love Hewitt
Jr.,
and Freddie
yep.
Prinze Jr. So
Yep.
it's really cool. Looks great. So make sure you go see that this week, guys.
All right, man. Yeah, so Frankie, let's get up on out of here, man, because that was kind of weird, bro. We got people yelling at us. We're getting notes that say, I know what you did last summer. Let's get up on out of here, bro.
From Beantown to your town, stay wicked Pissah.
From Foxborough. Frankie, lights went out.
Again?
Oh, here we go. Here we go, dude. I don't like this at all. Oh, lights are back on. You ain't Frank the Bank. Like I said, from Foxborough to your borough, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. I'm out of here. Screw this.